Online content creators can be annoying for various reasons. They're either insanely annoying, have a massive ego, have no care for people around them, do cringe shit, or just take certain things way too far. And Fousey is a man who checks every single box. If you're unfamiliar with Fousey, he used to be one of the biggest YouTubers back in the day with over 10 million subscribers, and recently he made a comeback with his live streams. He's been streaming almost every minute of his life for about 2 months so far, which is a fucking grind, and I totally respect that, but Jesus Christ, when you're someone like Fousey, streaming this often just highlights how incredibly insufferable of a person you are. And I just wanted to make this video to show why I actually hate Fousey, which is pretty crazy. I don't know of any creator that I actually hate, so this is a first. And this is also the first creator that I hope loses his entire career. That's how bad of a person he is. So before he got super poppin' in the streaming space, he went on the H3 podcast and discussed how he basically had no money and he regrets how much money he blew away on stupid purchases during his heyday on YouTube rather than investing it and actually keeping the money and multiplying the money he made.
Massage parlors, but that wasn't the big crux of it. I bought 2 Ferraris. I bought a Range Rover SVR. I bought Rolexes. My teeth cost $100,000 now.
Wow.
Grills, designer. Like I would go to Louis, Gucci, everything, thinking that material shit meant to shit. This is fake as shit. So if you guys are thinking this, saying he's talking about humility and he's wearing a chain. I was just in Houston, live on stream, went to a diamond checker, and he said it's fake as shit. This and this, they're not real.
Did you buy them thinking they were real?
No. I know they're fake now, okay. but now material shit doesn't mean jack shit to me.
And overall, when I heard this, I had a pretty positive impression of Fousey because this is great advice for anyone who starts making money. And that is to obviously save it, invest it if possible, don't buy a ton of stupid shit. And of course, by a miracle, Fousey got a second chance in the streaming space, which is great. But like I said, Fousey is such an insufferable guy, and I want to make it clear, I'm not actively like watching Fousey streams. His tweets just keep popping up on my For You page, and that's the whole reason I found out about him. I think what happened was I saw a few tweets from him that I just found like super annoying, and I was like, holy shit, this is annoying. Let me click on this tweet to see what the comments say, and you know, now that I clicked on that tweet, I just see his tweets all over my For You page. So that's how I got into, you know, seeing all this. So let's get into it. This video is of Fousey, a 33-year-old man, I want to make that clear, shaking his ass on top of a car in the middle of the day, which is just one example of how weird he is, with the caption saying, "Your favorite streamer could never." Yeah, I'm pretty sure anybody can jump on top of a car in the middle of the day and make a fool of themselves, but not everybody is that lame. Fousey one day later posted this video on Twitter bragging about how lavish his lifestyle is and bragging about his view count.
They didn't want me in a Lambo in Toronto, but I'm in a Lambo in Toronto live with 13,000 people watching. G7. Oh, you thought I was done? Oh, you thought I was irrelevant? We back, bitches.
Now, obviously, this is insanely fucking obnoxious, but this is also insanely funny to me how he's bragging about his lifestyle when not long ago he was on H3's podcast talking about how much he's struggling and how poor he is. Which, by the way, he wasn't even poor. He had a little under $100,000 in his bank account, so Fousey has apparently never experienced any hardship in his life when he thinks under $100,000 in your bank account is poor. I mean, if he thinks that's poor, then I must be homeless in his eyes.
If you have less, like in your situation, because it sounds like you don't have a lot of money in the bank, I would just keep it in the bank, bro.
There's not enough. If I told you how much I had right now, your jaw would literally drop.
How much?
Under 100.
You have under $100?
100,000.
Oh. See, you speak in a different language than the commoners.
Just when you thought he couldn't get any more annoying, he proudly posts this on Twitter the exact same day, getting mad at his fans for just asking if they can take a picture with him, with the caption saying, "Fousey speaking facts."
Oh, sorry. All right, guys, I gotta go home, so whoever needs a picture, take it. Even though you don't need pictures, dog. I'm a human, and I'd rather we spend time together, but it's all good if you want one. Let's take it. The experience, if you guys enjoy it and be in the moment, is much more important than this picture you're gonna post on Instagram for 6 likes. I'm a human. You guys haven't asked me how I am. You haven't asked me what I like. You haven't said anything. It's all good, brother. Take the picture. The picture ain't worth shit, man. The connection you could have made with me, and this is no disrespect to you. This is to everybody who thinks that's celebrity culture. We're fucking humans. I fucking shit myself the other month. I'm no better than you. A picture is shit on celebrities. Celebrities is fake as shit, man. Illuminati, all the shit. They're trying to brainwash you. I'm a fucking normal human. Not one person comes up to me and goes, "What's up? How are you? Are you good? How's your life?" But everybody's like, take a picture, bam, Toronto thing, so they can go tweet it and get a...
You guys don't need pictures. I'm a human. Come on, guys. We don't need to take pictures. Why doesn't anyone ask how I'm feeling? I'm a human too. Dude, it's literally just a fucking picture. Why are you whining and complaining like a little bitch over people just asking to take a picture with you? Seriously, it's really not that serious. Also, after whining, this guy literally asks him, "How are you doing?" And Fousey responds with, "It's all good, man. Just take the picture." Like, what? Dude, you just went on a rant about people taking a picture with you. Then when he asks how you're doing, you don't have a conversation and just want the picture taken anyway. So weird. Also in this video, he says no disrespect, but he speaks in such a condescending way to these kids about how they should have made a connection with him. And it's seriously just so weird how he's completely overreacting to literally nothing. I mean, it's just kids asking for a picture. I also love the Fousey speaking facts caption on this video. It just shows how many yes men this guy has around him if he thinks this is a good look and doesn't make him look like a complete douchebag. Fast forward 2 days and he gets banned on Twitch for taking advantage of a drunk trafficking victim for sex. No joke, I'm being 100% serious.
It's a cult, basically. I'm not kidding you.
You're in a cult?
Yeah.
Talk to me. Tell me.
So, like, okay. Right. So
100 gifted, 1 second. My supporters just gave me 100 gifted. There's no fucking way. Who did that? Sandman with the 5 gifted. Somebody just did 100 gifted. I'm scrolling up to see who it was. My chat is wondering, are you drunk at 8 a.m.?
No, dude.
You're sober?
Yeah, well,
Okay,
no.
cool. What'd you drink?
You know what I mean?
What'd you drink?
So before this gets really bad, this is exactly what I was talking about in the beginning when I said this guy has the biggest ego of all time and doesn't care about anyone around him. He constantly seeks validation and flexes his numbers to people, even random people who have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Also note how she said she's drunk, but back to the video.
Give her one more on me, on my tab. Can you put that on my tab? Her next one.
Oh, thanks, dude.
I got you.
So I have to go on next one.
Of course. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. You famous?
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't act like I'm the only one.
Well,
Don't
wait.
do that to me.
So I want to piss off my audience, right? I have a Discord, right? With like 8,000 members. Can I send them a picture of me and you kissing? Yeah. To piss them off? Yeah. They've been mean to me this weekend. Give me a kiss, please.
Keep in mind that Fousey is literally a 33-year-old man acting like he's talking to his middle school crush. This sounds like the thing people do with their fingers pointing toward one another and their toes crossed, like, you know, I don't want to kiss you, but, you know, I have a lot of fans. I'm a really popular guy, and, you know, my fan base, they would really hate if we kissed. So, you know, just for that reason, we should totally kiss. Wouldn't that be goofy? It's seriously just so odd.
So I got sold into the sex trade.
You got sold in the sex trade? I actually care about this shit because I'm like an advocate for like against sex trading and all that shit.
Wow, so brave. Fousey is an advocate against the sex trade. By God, what a saint. I don't know a single person in my life that opposes the sex trade, so it's great that Fousey made it clear that he's against it.
My name's still there, blah blah blah, and like talking to me, and I'm like, it's not. My body's not yours. So
Hey Jamal, thank you for the subscription.
I'm sorry for pausing so much, but it's just so mind-boggling how this guy doesn't care about her at all. He's clearly cosplaying like someone that cares so that he seems like a good guy, but in the middle of her telling him this traumatic story, which, by the way, remember, she is drunk, so she may not fully realize that she's saying this in front of like 10,000 people, but she's telling him this story, and he couldn't help but shout out one of his subs.
He was asking if his name's still on me.
Do you have money to pay for the removal?
No.
Can I pay for it?
I would feel uncomfortable.
I swear to God, I want to pay for you to remove this man's name off of your body.
I cried. I went into a tattoo removal place and I cried, and they told me it'd be $150, and I couldn't pay for it.
Can I please pay for it?
I'd feel uncomfortable.
Can I please pay for it?
So yes, he does ultimately send her $300 to remove her sex trafficker's name off of her body, which, you know, if you don't get it by now, it's a tattoo. She has his name tattooed on her body, which I'll give credit where credit is due. This is a good thing. This is a W. And wishful thinking would lead you to believe we got a happy ending here, but no, we got the bad ending.
Sorry. I just joined the Mile High Club. And I know it doesn't count as the Mile High Club because I was in the airport, but I still joined it. I swear to God. I swear on everything I love. I swear on everything I love. I just joined the Mile High Club in the airport, in the men's bathroom. I swear to God. Wallah, I had to confess. I couldn't hold it for a fucking second. I didn't go to buy her no fucking snacks. I joined the Mile High Club.
Now, I did cut out a fair bit between this. They just had a conversation and nothing super important happened, but it doesn't matter. The fact is that this woman is drunk at 9 a.m., which is insane. She probably has no idea what is happening. She's a former sex trafficking victim, and Fousey ultimately got what he wanted, some pussy. Like I said, this whole situation was just very creepy on his end, and just know that he himself is not drunk. Only she is drunk in this situation. So obviously Twitch rightfully banned him, and he made the move to Kick, which is Twitch's rival streaming platform. And you probably guessed it by now, he continues to make a fool of himself on that platform too. He posted this video on Twitter a few days after this incident that just highlights that his ego has always been massive.
Greetings, YouTube. You don't know me, I don't know me, he doesn't know me, she doesn't know me, but trust me, you will know me. Welcome to Fousey 2!
This guy just really gives off side character trying to be main character energy with how highly he views himself when he's just a giant laughing stock. I can't imagine anyone watches his streams because they like Fousey. They just watch because it's so cringe and they're waiting for the next train wreck to happen.
Kitty!
Oh my god.
Kitty! I texted you from yesterday.
Are you live?
No, I'm recording. I said I needed a basketball.
I have an alarm set.
Why would you not set an alarm on the day we're live streaming again, the day after you tell me you're going to start waking up?
My alarm's in 15 minutes.
That's 15 minutes too late. It's really like an hour too late, but that's like 15 minutes too late. Why? Is 15 minutes 11? 11 was the time. 11 was the time we were supposed to have our meeting. Not
30.
Muffin. Come on, Muffin. Leave this laziness. Come on, let's go. Leave this laziness. I commend you. I command you. Come here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Leave this bum. Leave this bum.
I realize this video is getting insanely long, but this guy has something fucking wrong with him. So this video is of his assistant with the caption, "Should I fire my new assistant?" where he basically records her waking up from sleeping and saying that she's late and that she's lazy and that she's a bum. I understand if you have people working for you and you give them certain deadlines and they have to be up at certain times. I mean, that's what a job is, right? Ultimately. But I'm pretty sure nobody would want their boss recording them being humiliated and then posting it on social media for everyone to see. It's insane to me how this guy is 33 years old and doesn't know common decency and just treats everybody around him like shit. So after this fresh piece of cringe he delivered, he got unbanned on Twitch. So he did another stream. And, surprise, surprise, got banned for pretending like he's dead at the wheel while driving. I'm obviously not going to show the clip, but he is in a Tesla as far as I know with autopilot on, but we have to all know that's still not safe, right? Like, surely Fousey knows multiple people have been killed by Teslas that have their autopilot on. It's not like it's something you don't have to think about. It's still very dangerous. But to be honest, I'm not quite sure he would even care if he did kill someone. He probably would think it's good content and his viewer number would go up as a result. He also made this his profile picture on Twitter, which I don't think I need to explain to you why it's cringe for a 33-year-old man to be wearing a shiesty and burning a shirt on a public street. But what finally made me want to make this video is what he did recently. And that is hit 2 teenage boys, 33-year-old man by the way, and later during the day, calling a 911 operator and pretending like he's being held at gunpoint. Neon and Jack Doherty are 2 19-year-old content creators, and they got in an altercation with Fousey. I know what you're thinking. You're probably fucking running around the whole house going, oh my god, this is crazy. That Fousey, the massive clout demon who treats everyone like shit, got in an altercation. But believe it or not, this actually happened.
Hey, you think you're so perfect.
I am smart.
You think you're perfect. You're not. You're far from perfect. You got a fucked up ass people.
I think I'm perfect.
You said you were gonna fucking do that,
I
dude.
think I'm perfect. I just prayed and cried to Allah and asked him for forgiveness for all my shortcomings and sins. Respect your fucking elders and get the fuck out of my house. I don't give a fuck about your content or the Island Boys. If you want, go suck their fucking dicks. Let them fuck you cream pie style, you fucking faggot.
Now, besides Fousey dropping the Poggers homophobic slur, Neon literally didn't say anything wrong. Fousey does indeed think he's perfect, and it's so mind-boggling to me how that offends him. When he posts videos talking about how perfect he is and how everybody is going to know his name, and he brags about his viewer count every chance he gets. And I don't think it's bad to attack someone 14 years younger than you. Like, I'm 23, and if a 37-year-old wants to hit me, I think that's fine. But it's a way different dynamic hitting a 19-year-old as a 33-year-old. That's too far.
Baby said, hey, yo, you're a bitch. You're a little bitch. Bro, you're a bitch. He doesn't even have his kid money yet. Yo, you're fucking...
I'm beta.
Imagine being 33 years old and yo, get me some water bottles, Sean. Give me some fucking...
You're lucky I made friends with your security.
Hey, now we can't box. There's a whole...
You punch like a bitch too.
I slapped the dog shit out of you.
That didn't even hurt.
I slapped the dog shit out of you.
You punch like a bitch.
I slapped the dog 5 fingers to the face.
Somehow Jack, which is again 19, just like the other guy in the clip before this, shows more maturity than Fousey does. Fousey throws water in Jack's face, and Jack rightfully calls him a bitch and decides, okay, eye for an eye then. I'll throw water in your face too. But that's where Jack went wrong. Oh, no, Jack. You can't do the same thing Fousey did to you right back at him. That's against the rules. This upsets Fousey so much, he decides to punch Jack in the face. And it's just so funny because it's literally just water. Like, it's not that big of a deal. And again, Jack did the exact same thing that Fousey did to him. Now, let's get into the big one. Fousey false calling a 911 operator and pretending like he's being held at gunpoint. I wish I was joking. I know it's really hard to believe that someone could be such a moron, but nothing that this guy does surprises me at this point. So basically what started this is this ex-Kick streamer, because he got banned from Kick, named Gonville, I think that's how you say his name, called Fousey's parents and I think his sister, and he was threatening their life, which is super degenerate, and this guy's a piece of shit, obviously. But this, unfortunately, is what comes with being known on the internet. There are a ton of sick individuals out there that want to kill you if you're famous, or just troll you and not really want to do anything to you, but just want to say it to, like, kind of get a reaction from you, which is super lame. I don't care if you're not serious about your threats. It's just a weird thing to do. So Fousey should know better than to respond to these kind of threats. He's been on the internet for like 20 plus years, so this should be common knowledge for someone like him to just ignore it and it will go away. Which, you know, it does suck that, you know, someone can literally say they want to kill you and what the right thing is to just ignore it. But unfortunately, that is the right way to go about it, is to just ignore it, which I know it's a very hard thing to do, but that is what you should do. But Fousey did not do this. He did not ignore it. Instead, he gives this troll a reaction and tries to call 911 on him.
Questions? Send the fucking cops. Send the cops. There's a gun to my head right now. There's a gun to my head. Help, ma'am, he left. Ma'am, he left. There's a gun to my head. Help, get them. Help, bye. Ma'am, Intercontinental, what's my room number? Help, tell me.
What you just watched is pure brain damage being displayed in front of 70,000 live viewers at the time. Fousey thinks that the only way he can get 911 to help him is to act like he's being held at gunpoint and he's about to die. Which I don't need to tell you how dangerous this is, because now that he's said this, a SWAT team is going to show up at his hotel room and he could be killed. This is something that I have never seen before. Somebody just swatting themselves. This is insane. Typically, a viewer, if they get the address of a streamer, will call a SWAT team to that streamer's house, and people have literally been killed due to swattings in the past. So this is a very serious issue. I mean, Fousey could have died that night. He didn't, but he could have. It's not something that's out of the realm of possibility. Because when a call like this happens, the police who arrive on the scene think that they're going into an area where there's an active shooter. So any sudden movement freaks them out and they just open fire. And as much as I hate Fousey and hope that he loses his career, I don't want him to die. So luckily he didn't get killed or get his security killed either. But after this, and I'm not going to play the clip, but after this, the police arrive and he screams at them, calling them stupid for not taking him seriously, and then he gets arrested. Surprise, surprise. Another thing that highlights how big of a piece of shit Fousey is that he mocked some employees at a casino for making minimum wage. And then when his room number got leaked, he ran into oncoming traffic as like a show of how upset he is.
Oxford?
I was sitting at the restaurant the whole time.
I thought you left to get the Oxford.
No, you guys left.
Fuck all of
Yusef!
Well.
What the fuck is he doing right now? Bro, turn it off. Turn it off. He's being actually stupid as fuck. It's actually so stupid.
I've seen a lot of people blame this kind of stuff on his clear mental illness. He clearly has something fucking wrong with him. He clearly has like something wrong in his head. And it is sad. I can certainly agree. But I think it's absolutely ridiculous to blame everything that he does on his mental illness. Sure, you can blame probably this cop thing where he called the cops and acted like he was going to be killed. You could probably blame that on mental illness, excuse me. But everything that I've showed today, everything that I've showed in this video, if you think that's all because of mental illness and not because he's just a douchebag, I think you've lost your mind. Trust me, I could have posted a ton more clips of Fousey being a weirdo. There's just an endless amount, but I'll leave you with one final one, and that is him screenshotting how many viewers he has versus how many viewers all the other streamers have on Kick. Again, just flexing his view count, which is always a bad idea. Because now that you clearly care about viewer count, it also shows everyone else that you care about viewer count. And you won't be relevant forever. One day your viewer count will go down, and people will for sure post about it all over Twitter. This is actually the same reason people brought up Ninja's view count falling off, because he often bragged about his viewer count. So it's just not a good idea, because this doesn't last forever and it just makes you look really insecure. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's why Fousey is my least favorite person online, why I hate him, and why I hope his career dies. Thanks for watching.